In this video, I want to take a trip back to 2010. I also, for the deal of the week, since we're right around the corner from summer, I thought we would go to the beach and see what kind of great investments are over there. Whether you want to live there or whether you want to have it as an investment, either way, this home is actually perfect. So let's talk about it. This is so much fun. This is a fantastic story, and it's also a great lesson, I think, and I feel. It's 2010. The world is coming out of the financial crisis. We all remember this. If we were alive at the time, we remember this. Gas is $2.73 a gallon. Definitely remember that. iPads just launched, and the social network is in theaters. The Biebs, Justin Bieber, is topping the charts. And the most talked about book, well, that was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. But somewhere in Florida, a guy named Laszlo is about to make history. How is he going to make history, do you ask? Laszlo Hanyecz mined 10,000 Bitcoins on his laptop. Back then, worth about 41 bucks. He thought it'd be cool to see if he could trade something virtual for something real. He did, he was able to. What he did was he posted on a forum, and a guy in England, which is actually pretty cool to start with. He posted on a forum here in the US, and the guy in England picked it up, and the guy in England ordered him 2 Papa John pizzas. So that in itself is pretty cool. But when you look at it, he took 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas, which is amazing. Today, those 10,000 Bitcoins are worth over $600 million. Woo! And Laszlo, he's known forever as the guy who bought the most expensive pizzas in history, and that's going to continue. Now, almost no one saw Bitcoin becoming what it is today. But you know what's been predictably growing for decades? And you're going to go out on a limb if you think what I'm going to say is about real estate, because you're right. Real estate, especially in Silicon Valley, there's no question about that. In 2010, the average home in San Jose cost $445,000. If you fast forward to today, it's over $2 million. The housing boom here was not an overnight surprise. It's been building for over 40 years, driven by tech, talent, and limited land. Anyone who bought back then didn't need the luck. They just needed time and patience. Bitcoin made headlines. Real estate made homeowners millionaires. Laszlo traded potential wealth for a slice of pizza because he wanted something tangible. Well, that's exactly what real estate is, a tangible investment with a proven track record. If you're waiting for the perfect time to buy a home, just remember, you don't need to catch lightning in a bottle. You just need to own a piece of ground beneath your feet and hold on. One thing to understand about why real estate continues to grow in wealth is because the appreciation, 5 to 6%, specifically Silicon Valley. If you look at the appreciation there, 5 to 6% every year, and that's actually conservative. Conservative number at 5 to 6% on $1 million is $50,000 to $60,000. That's $50,000 to $60,000 that you're making every year. You don't realize that money until you ultimately sell, of course. However, that is certainly the best way to look at it, is that I'm going to have a roof over my head, I'm going to have a home to live in, and it's going to give me annual returns without me doing anything except for some upkeep on it. When you look at it from that perspective, I think that home ownership does go to a different level. And if you were to add to that when you purchase a home, it doesn't have to be cash. You could put 20% down. So if we use that same number of $1 million and you put 20% down, or maybe less, but 20% is $200,000, you're not making appreciation or that 6% on a $200,000. You're making that appreciation or that percentage year over year on the entire purchase price of $1 million. So looking at it like that and dive into that a little bit deeper, if you were to take $200,000 and put it into a tangible asset that's going to appreciate 6%, that's $12,000 a year. But if you take that same amount, put it 20% down in $1 million home, then you're getting 50 to 60,000. That same example is actually 60,000 a year. It's a tremendous difference when you look at it like that. And that's one of the reasons that home ownership is so attractive, especially in the Silicon Valley. So if you can get in, it's a great time to get in. Thinking about relocating to the Silicon Valley? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research. And I've linked it down below. From top employers to best hospitals and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is that this guide is 100% free. That's right, you heard me right, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. Hope that helps. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Now let's take a trip to the beach. Let me show you the deal of the week. So just a reminder for the deal of the week, if I don't represent the property, then I cannot broadcast the address, which actually is kind of a funky thing because it's on MLS, it's on Zillow. It's kind of a funny thing. So this property is in Altos. It's a beautiful area and it is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. When I'm looking for the deal of the week, I'm looking for a home that certainly has value to bring. Maybe sometimes you'll have to put some elbow grease into it. Sometimes you have to put even more. Sometimes it's just a staging issue or a photography or a lack of marketing. In this specific scenario, it is a great deal. The reason for that is that it is a fixer-upper. And a fixer-upper means that you're going to have to put a lot of elbow grease into it to make it livable, to make it a good home. But when I'm looking at this, what I'm seeing is that this one is being offered at $1 million, just above $1 million. It's 1.2 plus-ish. And when I'm looking at the comparables are between 2.4 and 1.7. So 1.7 being on the lower side. So that gives you a pretty good run, even at 1.7, but 2.4, that's actually why the average comes down. The comparables that we truly do want to look at are going to be the ones that are sold. And those comparables are going to average out at $2 million. So when you look at a home that has the comparables around it within just very close distance, and it is at $2,050,000 average, you're looking to purchase a home for 1.25. That's actually a really good deal. Hey guys, it's Sam Spinella. As much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over the US make the move here to Silicon Valley. I've helped countless families make that move. So whether you're coming out next week, next month, or next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description in case you miss it on the screen pop-up. I look forward to hearing and helping you in any possible way that I can. Hope you're doing well. If you have questions about that, if you're working with an agent, have the agent reach out to me. I'm happy to give them the address. And you might want to ask yourself why they didn't come up with it on their own, but I'm happy to give them the address. That's no problem at all. But if you do have questions and you want to go take a look at it, please feel free to reach out to me directly. I'm also happy to help with any questions, real estate. I'm always here and happy to help. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're swinging in the summer pretty quick. Talk to you soon.